How's it going, guys? Just giving you an emergency update. Not really emergency update. It's that spring look like it will happen. So I've been saying the spring of the bigger reaccumulation. I was yesterday's video. I was showing you the zigzag sideways consolidation, something along this line here, guys. That we're go, uh, gonna go like this. Then we're gonna get that pump. But there's a few other variations that play out the same. Okay, like this pattern here that we had back at when we had 15K low, right? So we had that pump, we have that coming in, dump coming in, it's trying to bounce, and it's gonna go up. So that's where we are. So it's gonna had a pump, bounce up, and it's gonna go up to test this resistant line here. Then it's gonna go down, then it's gonna go up. So a couple of variations that's gonna play out in this spring pattern. Okay, the spring pattern is basically you're gonna get a sharp turn, which basically uh erase these gains here, right? From this dump here, it's gonna erase these gains here when we break out over here around 62, 63, right? There's another pattern that's playing out as well. So same thing here, guys. It's the same pattern here. As you can see, this dump is gonna go sideways. Uh, get out of here. This dump sideways. Same thing again. Oh, that is the is that the same one? It's the same one. The same one that I looked at. This is on I zoomed out a little bit. So that's a couple of variations that could play out. There's also another pattern that I was looking at that could also play out, which is sorry, this pattern here. So this pattern here, right? So everything is working, everything is at a stage where we will get that spring. Okay, so we can get that dump, and then we might just go straight up. Get that dump, and then we're just actually going to go straight up. So you just have to keep an eye out on the MACD, right? On the MACD in this area here, guys. Keep an eye out on them. All right, keep an eye on the ones that make. Oh, sorry. So that's RSI. So I mean to draw on the XR MACD. Keep an eye on the MACD as it goes up, and then it does this goes up, and it does this little wick down. That's the sign to get in. Same thing in this pattern here. Once the MACD is very weak, once it breaks, when the MACD reaches zero, and showcase a weakness that no one's buying. As you can see the MACD bars. So if the BTC is current price is starting to go up, come down, flat, and there's no one buying, then we're gonna go get that dump. Same thing with the RSI. Okay, so we're on the verge of that spring action that I've been saying. So we really have to keep an eye on that MACD as it starts. This is a 1 hour time frame. It starts to climb up. Well, the next phase from this is what's going to happen is that we're definitely going to go test this trend line here, this resistance line. Then we're going to come back down to test the last low over here. Going to test that last low, and more likely we are going to get that breakout, right? So we're going to keep that in mind. That's one pattern that's going to play out, or it's going to play out like this pattern over here with the spring section. Again, keep an eye on the MACD. This is very important. Keep an eye on the MACD. Keep an eye on the RSI. And also keep an eye on the volume. When the volume, I don't have the volume up, but keep an eye on the volume. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna remove the Bollinger Band for a second. I'm gonna add a volume. Keep an eye on the volume, right? We have this nice buys here on this wick. We have this nice buy here on this wick. I'll remove this for a second. This time around, it's a bigger buys. everything is smaller buys, bigger buys. That means it's gonna be a bigger sell. When BTC is gonna happen, we're gonna have a nice big volume in big red like this, right? The volume of the red, this is the green bar. The volume of the red bar will be triple the size of this green bar here currently, right? So we have these buys here, as you can see here, guys. The volume on that buy, right? And on the sell, on the spring, we got triple the volume size. Okay. Now this is the current BTC price volume, as you can see here. And if we're gonna get that spring, we're gonna that volume, okay? That's that volume itself on the biggest dump of this biggest dump, the volume itself, yeah, it's gonna be triple that size. This is the size, as you can see here. You will see that sell volume coming in strongly to confirm that you are in a reversal. So keep an eye on that. And again, the MACD and everything is pointing off a reversal, guys. Same thing, right? You also notice on a daily time frame, you can also notice the same kind of reversal pattern. So it's like a wedge. So it's kind of pump and it's kind of like going down like this kind of like thing, right? And it bounces up like a reversal, right? You can also notice the same pattern when we were at this area here, right? Right? The falling wedge, because it's very deceiving, kind of like choppy sideways and then pump, right? Choppy sideways and then pump. Again, pay attention to this MACD, guys. After a big dump like this, big pump like this, in this case, right? The MACD comes down, goes up. You can see the volume. You see the volume is getting weak. It's like a reversal divergence, right? The price is going down. The MACD is going up. The price is going down. The RSI is going up. And it's trying to fake out last one more kiss. And then boom. Same thing here. Either gonna do one more test and then boom, or actually just gonna go up, right? As I showed you before, there's a few variations that's currently playing out. So be wary because this shit's about to happen. If it's gonna happen, get ready for the top that's gonna be playing out in next week, in the new week, guys. Take care, guys. Bye.